now 1/4 of its liftoff weight. Currently flying at 4 G's acceleration. Boost phase cooldown has begun. Pyro valve has been fired. Moving the throttle to 5 G's.
We're 3 minutes 50 seconds into flight, and we're nearing booster engine cutoff, or BECO.
Back to 4.6 G's in preparation for BECO. Boost phase cooldown has completed. And we have BECO. Shutdown looks good.
And the RD-180 engine on the first stage of the Atlas V has shut down.
Stage separation. We have box and fuel pre-start. The GN2 purge firing. The RCS is underway. We have ignition and full thrust on the RL-10.
And the second stage engine, the RL-10, has ignited.
And we have indication of payload fairing jettison. Looks like a good step.
And the payload fairing that was encapsulating the inside spacecraft has been jettisoned. The RL-10C engine, the second stage of the Centaur, continues to burn. We're looking at live animation telemetry
rates look very good
of the Centaur second stage on its flight path.
Our GN2 purge firings underway for thermal conditioning.
As you can see to the bottom right of your screen, the flight path of the rocket.
Discharge all been banned for the ZMR. And Centaur has gone to closed loop PU control in a slightly fuel-rich mixture ratio correction. And a quick look at the booster stage performance shows a very nominal booster.
For those of you that are just joining us, we had an on-time liftoff of the Atlas V rocket carrying NASA's InSight spacecraft, as well as 2 small CubeSats called Marco.
Portion of the burn. This burn is scheduled for 8 minutes and 56 seconds in length.
We're looking at a live shot of the Centaur second stage, the RL-10C engine providing thrust.
And the RCS line temperatures are warming to throttle temperatures as expected. Centaur now controlling just slightly fuel rich. Chamber pressures, LOX pump discharge, and fuel venturi all within band.
We're at 7 minutes, 15 seconds into the flight. InSight being taken to its trajectory. This will be the first of 2 burns of the second stage.
All Centaur systems look very good for this portion of the burn. Up on the roll to optimize to Tidris East.
And Tidris East is a tracking data relay satellite east.
And the RL-10 again continues to perform very well. And requesting a fuel-rich condition at this point in the burn. Chamber pressures, LOX pump discharge, and fuel venturi all parameter RCS line temperatures have nearly achieved bottle temperatures. Continue to see our thermal conditioning firings on the RCS. Tank pressures are stable. Body rates look good. Storage bottle levels are excellent.
We are just over 9 minutes into the flight of Insight.
And set RPU is now controlling at a nominal MR. Engine response looks good.
You continue to see the flight path on the bottom right of your screen.
Centaur is currently flying at an altitude of 136 miles. Downrange distance is 1,261 miles. Current velocity 14,066 miles per hour.
This trajectory of the flight path will put the spacecraft and the Centaur in a park orbit before crossing the equator. It will go around the southern tip of South America. It will cross the southern edge of the Atlantic Ocean, come up over the Indian Ocean to the east of Africa, and cross over India.
Continues to control near nominal. RL-10 performance is as expected for the SNMR. Centaur is currently at an altitude of 131 miles. Downrange distance 1,461 miles. Current velocity 14,790 miles per hour.
We are 11 minutes into the flight of Insight. We have about 2 more minutes left in the first burn of the second stage RL-10 engine.
2 minutes to MECO.
RL-10 engine.
2 minutes. Centaur continues to look excellent at this point. Tank pressures, body rates, throttle pressures, all in family.